What up, y'all? Better Up Science back in the building, man. I'm not even gonna make this one too long because I usually like to do these predictions like a month out, just in case somebody watch one, think of an extra bar, get some extra motivation and whatnot. But this is going down today. URL TV has their Nexus card going down today in Orlando, Florida. There's no pay-per-view. It is a free event. If you're in Orlando, you can go check it out. But here's a rundown of some of those battles. We got Chef Trez versus Ace Amin, Loso versus Swamp, Rum Nitty versus Jackboy Maine, and Danny Myers versus Snake Eyez. So it's a pretty decent card, man. 4 battles, not too much. Even leaves room for a surprise battle. Hopefully they do that. But let's give a prediction here. So we got the first one I'm gonna talk about: Ace Amin versus Chef Trez. I feel like Chef Trez is one of them guys. He's always gonna be at a consistent level. He's difficult to beat, but he needs more than just 3 of them things to be able to impact a battler in a way to win the battle. I feel like he came off of a debatable win versus Young L. He may have had a few, more creative lines and different punches that won him the battle. I feel like against Ace Amin, that is probably not going to work because Ace Amin is going to be attacking you and impacting your character. So I do have Ace Amin predicting him to win 2-1 in this battle just because he has a little bit more in his toolbox when it comes to break down somebody's persona in battle rap. We already know he's a lyricist. He comes with the rapid fire lyricism and the different word patterns and rhyme play and figurative language that he uses. So it's going to be a difficult battle for Chef Trez to win. I feel like he can make it debatable, but it all depends on the level that Ace Amin comes in at. Because coming off of his battle versus JC, a lot of people are looking at Ace Amin to capitalize off of this to continue his trajectory. He was decent in against JC. It was some great material, nonetheless. It wasn't to me. Everybody said this was like one of him versus JC was like one of his greatest performances. I don't believe that. I feel like it was good, and he got his message across, and it looked a certain way versus JC. But I feel like I've seen higher levels of Ace Amin. I even feel like him going against TY. I feel like he was on a different level. But either way, this is a good battle here, solid battle because we know what Chef Trez is going to come with. We giving Ace Amin an opportunity to continue his trajectory, and that's how that one gonna go. Let's see the next battle here. We got Swamp versus Loso. Another battle that's similar to that. I feel like Loso is a very consistent battler. He's gonna bring a certain level of competition each and every match. You can count on that. But at times, he lacks the ability to break his opponent down in a way that affects their persona for him to win the battle. I feel like Swamp, he comes in with a lot of charisma. His punchlines, a little bit of creativity, a different type of style. And he's been able to beat people with those tools in his toolbox. I feel like this battle is not going to be anything different. I feel like it's going to be 2-1 Swamp. Yeah, I feel like it's going to be 2-1 Swamp just based off of the things that I just said. But it's still going to be a good battle, so I like that battle on the card. Let's go. Nitty versus Jack Boy Maine. So this is a style clash. I actually like this matchup, man. I wouldn't be surprised if this is battle of the night on the card. A lot of people have Nitty winning just because he is the alien. He's one of the greatest punchers, if not the greatest puncher that we've seen in battle rap. We know he gonna come with creative bars, witty punchlines, and really just come in there to punch your head off. But Jack Boy Maine on the low is really a jack of all trades. He comes with punches, he comes with bars, he comes with performance, he comes with the whole package, and he's got a lot of things in his toolbox that could make this fight a lot harder than what people are seeing. If I had to pick a winner, I would probably still side with Nitty because of his punching power, because he can just knock you out, and it just could be too much. But I expect Jack Boy Maine to put up a hell of a fight in this battle. I wouldn't even be surprised if he won the battle. So I have this as my battle of the night. This one could be back and forth either way, however you want to call it. A great matchup. I'm looking forward to seeing that one. And then we got the main event in my eyes, Snake Eyez versus Danny Myers, the grudge match. They've been selling this battle for years. Snake Eyez, he's really on a great streak right now. The culture is kind of getting behind him, wanting to see him more because we really value what he brings to the table as far as his whole show, man. The selling the fight, the trash talking, the coming in like Stone Cold Steve Austin, like I don't care. I'm coming to work. I'm finna kick whoever ass, and I'm finna leave out. You know what I mean? That type of energy is needed in battle rap, and it keeps us engaged as a community to want to watch the battles. I feel like Danny Myers is a favorite in this just because on paper his writing is a little bit better, a little bit more polished. He pushes together in a different type of way. But if Snake Eyez can kind of muddy this battle up, bring him in the trenches, make him go back to that street feel, he's got a good chance of winning this battle or making it competitive. Coming off of what Danny Myers just did versus Gorilla, the 3-0, the great performance that he put on, people are looking at Danny to continue that trajectory. Because if he does not, they're gonna say, "Oh, look at this! Here go the same old Danny." He puts up a great performance versus Gorilla, but then he comes into Snake Eyez and loses or has a debatable. So he's got some pressure on him to continue what he's started on his end. But overall, a good match. I wouldn't be surprised if this one comes out to be debatable. But if I had to pick a winner again, like I said, I would probably side with Danny Myers. 4 great battles, man. Like I said, URL TV doing it again. I do have the app, so when these come out, I will review them and break them down and kind of give some feedback on what these guys did, man. Also, I would be remiss if I did not mention ABL, Aftermath Battle League, out of Shreveport, Louisiana. Is having a card as well. They got some nice matchups on their card.
I know the pressure points, I know the weak spots.